What's up? So today we'll be going over every crash from Riley Herbst to determine if he was at fault for all of them or not, using this playlist from Cruz SMI Plays. Really good YouTuber. Subscribe to them. And I got the idea from this video from this guy, Alan ZOB.
Yes,
Subscribe to
yes,
him
I
too.
know, but what?
So let's go. So
the reality is the richest
on.
Americans own the vast majority.
It back out into place.
Okay, so
and we are under caution.
there's no good angle for this one.
Have been Riley Herbst, if I'm not mistaken, and he
absolutely.
I looked up, the car was backward. He went
Like
backwards.
for every crash that doesn't have a good angle, I'm not gonna make a judgment. So could have been Herbst's fault. Could have not been. He was by himself, but we don't really know what happened. Okay, so this one,
we got another one in the wall. This
first actual race crash on the playlist. So if we go to the replay, you can see him back there.
There's Herbst popping the wall.
Oh, hold on. I gotta rewind again. I didn't get a good angle there. So I mean, I didn't get a good look. So like he just gets loose, gets into the wall. Jay John, I'm gonna say that's his fault. So like he
looked like he might have got
he could have just
the left rear and shot him into the wall to the right.
So maybe somebody
I'm just gonna say
crossed
this
his bumper.
fault. And then here,
9th, 10th, and 11th running together here.
Iowa.
The inside, a little nerf from the 39C.
Yeah, like, and he just gets loose.
And Herbst is going to be around.
And just
that car hard to control,
completely
Riley lost control
loose
of it.
Clements into him. I'm gonna say that's his fault.
For that right rear,
like he just gets loose, and that's on the driver.
On the door there.
Like,
and if you're that car on the inside,
get loose, that's on the driver. Didn't get too much damage, but okay. So Daytona.
We got a crash. We stay green.
Yeah, this one's Herbst's fault. Just comes down on Williams, wrecks himself, and gets others taken out in the process.
Right there. Mike Snyder looks like he might have got collected.
Yeah.
Here's some burden.
Herbst was 7.
And then this one, like, as you can see here, it just goes up into Allgaier, gets loose, up into Haley, and just wrecks. I'm gonna say, I don't think we need to question it.
And looking tight,
his fault.
The racetrack towards the 7, and then just got squeezed the 11 into the outside wall. Nowhere for Justin.
Could have stayed on the low lane.
Good checkup by the 19.
I guess the car just washed up. Yes, and then this one, he just wrecked by himself. Just got loose.
Just got too far out
and
wrecked. Again, you're walking that thing around the corner on the throttle. Driving the thing on the throttle with the grip, and there come around.
So far, pretty much all these wrecks have been his fault.
Got in the wall a little bit in contact.
Hopefully this next wreck changes it.
Pulled away. Oh.
And as you can see here,
it's
on the low lane, but just drives really low here, and wrecks himself off the nose of Allmendinger.
Whoa. A bit of a block there.
And yep, that's it.
Was that AJ Allmendinger?
Yeah, I believe it was, yeah.
Oh, man, how close was that for
AJ? I was gonna say that's his fault.
He was.
Okay, now this one I don't think is his fault, like, because like, as you can see in this onboard, he stayed in his lane right here, and then this guy just comes up right into him, and wrecks him. There's just nothing he can do there. And this one is obviously not his fault. Like, sure, he got into the back of him here, but like, Haley did not have to turn him.
I'm gonna say that was help.
Yeah. How do you do?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
interesting spot to get help.
I'm gonna say that was
tough day for the Gibbs cars.
I'm gonna say something else happened involved.
Haley's fault.
How bad it worked.
And then this one was Gregson's fault. I think we can all agree. Just shoved Herbst, got him loose. Up the track he goes, up into the wall.
He got in there just too deep and locked up the tires, or
now
he was
here,
in there too deep.
Just wheel spin.
Into the car. How much is moving around?
And just loses it.
Just the rear brakes are working more than the front brakes, and when you're
yeah, I think the announcers put a crest here.
Spinning the tires on the
Okay, now this wreck, you can see Herbst right there. He's the 18. And you can see manages to get through pretty well here, but then there's this contact right here. Briscoe. And you can see it just, I think it took out its tire because he just loses it in the next corner. I'm going to say it's not his fault. It looks like, actually no, the 18 just kind of turned down into Briscoe, like maybe trying to avoid the car in front, but I actually wouldn't say that's his fault. And I think this one's also Herbst's fault, could be both, because Brown made a dive bomb, and then Herbst turned down into him.
Comes across the nose of Brandon Brown. I don't know if Brandon was ready for that.
I'm gonna say it's Herbst, but
18 car to come down across
we could
the
argue
track.
Brown. And then I don't think I need to say anything for this one. Like, as you can see,
some people that might be buying into what he's trying to do.
Hill's down below Herbst, and he just turns up, gets into him. That is Austin Hill's fault. This was the first incident he had with anyone in Xfinity.
Can't make out who that is. Just goes up
and
tries to
yeah, that's
side
Hill.
draft him.
Just turned him. And then I'm gonna say this one was also Herbst's fault. Because it looks like here he just turns down into Allmendinger, wrecks himself, gets himself into the wall, and a lot of people get wrecked in the process. Rain might have had something to do with it, but it just looks like he turned down onto the 16 and wrecked himself. And say that's Herbst's fault. Yeah, and I don't think this one's Herbst's fault. Because like you can see, he's up there. Like, he's there. The wreck starts, and he just doesn't have anywhere to go. And he comes up super fast, take him out. Not his fault. I'm gonna say this one's his fault though. He tries to get around Burton. Then, as you can see, car just loses it. He might have made contact with Burton too. I'm gonna say that's Herbst's fault. I'm gonna say this one's not Herbst's fault. Just Dylan gets wrecked by Hamrick, and Herbst just nowhere to go. Hit by Allgaier up into the wall. I'm also gonna say this one isn't Herbst's fault either, because you can see Allmendinger gets down, Cindric wrecks himself, and then as you can see, Herbst comes into frame here, tries to avoid him, and totals the car in the process.
And that's one thing we talked about earlier, and I talked to Chris Rice about. How
you can make a case for either one, but I'm gonna go Allmendinger as at fault for this one, not just for this collision, but for Herbst wrecking out. This one's for this one's Allgaier's fault. Like you can see, he just comes up in front of Herbst and gets them both into the wall. So that's Allgaier's fault. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one's not Herbst's fault too. Because like you can see, Ty Dillon just loses it, and Herbst nowhere to go. Tries to get low, can't get low enough, gets into him, ends his day. I'm gonna say that's Ty Dillon's fault. Now this one's actually a bit confusing because like sure, like the 2 checks everyone up, and then here, like one, it looks like the 1 turns up. That, and it also kind of looks like the 98 turned down. No, like you guys can decide who's at fault for that one. I'm gonna vote LeBay.
Listen in.
And yeah, you can see by the title, this one's not his fault. Just blew a tire. So not his fault. And then, yeah, I'm gonna say this one isn't his fault either. There's like one good angle of it, and it's right here. And like you can see, Cindric made a dumb move that wasn't gonna work, came back up, got into Herbst, and wrecked a bunch of people. And then 98, Hurdover. Like, it looks like Godovic, I think that is, just might have got loose. Godovic might have hit him. Just based off what I'm seeing here, it looks like he just got loose. I'm gonna say that's his fault. I think both his Coda wrecks are his fault. Like here, just pinches down Custer and gets wrecked. Pinches Snyder right here and gets wrecked. He wrecks them both. There's no good angle for this wreck. Anyone who's here, you can decide who's at fault, but I'm not gonna say anything for this one. This one, I think it's not really Herbst's fault. Like, the lane just checks up on the restart. Herbst reacts. Jones doesn't react in time. And Herbst wrecks.
And he didn't know it. He had no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this one isn't Herbst either. Cars check up, tries to avoid them, and then has no time to react when this guy shows up, plows into him. Not his fault.
I'm a six-figure funded trader and I've had plenty of chances.
Okay, this one. So, like, you can see Herbst. Actually, this angle shows it better. Like, Herbst puts the 2 up there, and then I think comes down, squeezes this guy, and wrecks himself. I'm gonna say that's Herbst's fault. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one isn't Herbst's fault either. Like, Burton gets turned, and then just comes right in front of Herbst. Herbst can't avoid it. I'm gonna say nobody's at fault for that. Maybe the guy Moffitt. Is that Moffitt? But Herbst is not at fault. And this one, Herbst was just squeezed in this one, tried to make a move through Burton and Annette. They both pinched him, mostly Jeb, and got some damage. Not Herbst's fault. I'm gonna say this one's his spotter's fault, because like you can see, he avoids this one, but keeps turning down, because I guess his spider just keeps going low, and wrecks himself off the nose of Allmendinger.
Not sure what happened there. The 18 just took a.
And I'm gonna say this is not the driver's fault. This one's also not the driver's fault. As you can see, brake pedal went to the floor.
Okay, here,
No brakes.
that's a big hit.
That's not his fault.
Similar spot where he slid up the racetrack.
I'm not sure what to do with this one, because like he turns up and then does the car like get loose?
Well, that was strange looking. Did the tire go soft?
Yeah, the tire goes soft. Something happened, because like the car goes up the track, hits the wall, and it looks like a completely natural movement. Oh, I doubt Herbst did it. I'm gonna say not his fault. Might have been a mechanical issue. Might have been the car getting loose. I'm gonna say maybe his fault. The thumbnail tells the story for this one. Tire blows hard into the wall.
Leading 20.
This one was just because the track was wet.
It's wet, and you can see where it's really shiny on the left there. He hit that paint as well.
He just gets into the really wet stuff and wrecks.
And he probably didn't want to be
Not
on the
his
curb. It was sliding
fault
out.
entirely.
But the curbs are just.
I'm gonna say this one isn't his fault either, because if we like go to the replay, yeah, like if we go here
And we go back and
like
see what happened. All
Creed gets
starts with
loose, gets
Riley
into
Herbst.
Herbst, and Herbst spins out and just gets T-boned right there. I'm gonna say this one isn't Herbst's fault either. But, like he checks up, avoids the main wreck, and just gets piled into. I'm gonna say that's not Herbst's fault. And he got involved in that. I think this one is Herbst's fault though. Because like it looks like he might have squeezed Barry and spun himself out from third. No good angle for this one, showing how it started. So I'm not gonna cast a vote on this one. And then and then he just blew a tire here and just spun through the grass. not his fault. I don't think this one's his fault either, because, like, Hemrick gets loose, Herbst tries to avoid, and then the guy right behind him, Rex and Herbst, does save it. I'm going to say that's not his fault that he got collected at that. Just collateral damage. And this one, Herbst gets into the 68, comes down into him. I'm going to say that's Herbst's fault. This one,
Speaking of Rex, we've got Chris who's a little.
there's no good angle showing Herbst getting collected.
Through, I believe.
At least not in this video. But I'm not gonna cast a vote. Like, maybe we could use this.
Easy now.
Yeah, no. It tells us nothing. And this one looks like Creed might have pinched Herbst a little bit. Yeah, got into him, got him loose. And he did save it. I'm gonna say Creed is at fault for that one. And this one, he just gets into curbing right there. Spins himself out. Driver error. Gonna say that's Herbst at fault right there. And I'm not gonna. He just can't brake in time for this one. Everyone's sagging up. Tries to brake, can't do it in time. And then gets run into just to add insult to injury. I'm gonna say this one isn't entirely his fault. Could have done something, but he didn't. And then this one, I can't really tell if. Oh, the 98 is actually behind this. I thought 98 was one of these guys over here. And he's behind it. Yeah, like he's right there. Something happens in front, and he just loses it. I guess tried to overcorrect to get away. I'm gonna say that's his fault. There's no one else to blame this one. Like, maybe the tire blew. It looks like he just got loose. I'm gonna say Herbst is at fault for this crash. Or spin. And this one, Riley Herbst. No, why did I just say his name? So, Smith goes to the track, Herbst gets damage from it, loses it, saves it, doesn't get too much major damage afterwards. I'm going to say not entirely his fault.
It's a little bit of contact right there with the one car.
And the 98 was right on the back bumper.
His first cup crash in the duels. And just collateral. Hill gets loose trying to avoid Bush. And Herbst, nowhere to go. This one's on Herbst. Locks up the brakes trying to get into pit road, spins out. There's really no one else to blame here.
Big shot by Larson and
I mean, I think this one's semi his fault. I mean, first, where do you go here? Where do you go? There's cars everywhere. Like, gone to the back of Zane Smith, gone to the wall, and lost it. I'm gonna say not entirely his fault. I think this one's not his fault either, because, like, as you can see, he's fifth, and Kligerman Rex. Herbst tries to brake, can't do it in time, and Rex. Not his fault. I'm gonna say this one isn't his fault either. Because you can see the 9 just moves up the track, gets a bit loose, gets into Herbst. Like, this angle shows the best look back there. And yeah, that's not Herbst's fault. I mean, I was ready to blame Herbst for this one, but then I saw, like, the 1 just gets into the 19, gets loose up into the 98, just like Brandon Jones earlier at Martinsville, or at Richmond.
Looks like Sam Ayer might have tried to gas
So, not Herbst's fault. This one isn't his fault either. Because, like, you can see right here, the 9 just loses something. Big checkup. Gets up, gets into the 98. Not his fault. Neither is this one. He's back there. And the 11 wrecks himself. 98, nowhere to go when he comes up right in front of him. There's nothing he can do to avoid this. Crashes into him.
And this is the big one here at Talladega.
Not his fault. Second cup wreck, technically.
Oh, big push.
Again, Leader Rex himself takes out everyone, but I think Herbst is kind of at fault because he goes on to the apron here, and then
Another hard shot.
comes back up onto the track, loses it into Almendinger.
Problems
I think this one's just tired, comes down after this contact. There's no footage of the contact, so I can't say if the contact was Herbst's fault, but the crash itself is not. It's the fault of the tire. I'm confused about this one because, one, it looks like Herbst might have turned down into Nemechek, but on the other, if you can see here, it looks like the guy behind Nemechek got into the back from might have come up into Herbst. I don't know which one it is.
Into the back of John Hunter, and that got him up the racetrack.
This delivery girl was surprised when she saw a sign at one of the
Alright, now this one, yeah, this one's not his fault. Just blew a tire. And it's just hard to control the car, especially at 200 miles an hour when a tire blows. It's the wall, and it's just on from there. And this one's on Herbst. Just crowds the 10 up there of, I think, Kyle Busch. And gets wrecked because of it.
On the 10 car, yeah,
Austin Dillon in the 10.
Oh, Austin Dillon, sorry.
It's a tough angle. I'd like to see it from a
little So yeah, that's Riley's fault. And then this one I'm not really sure of because, like, you can see him back there, tries to brake. I think it might have been contact from behind there. Can't brake in time, just slams into the back. I'm gonna say not his fault.
Under 2 laps to go.
And then this one, there's no good angle in this one. It just looks like his tire came apart. If you look at this, not his fault. And this one, both leaders take themselves out. And then I think Herbst loses control trying to get around it. And his very first Cup DNF, a wreck with Harvick. No good angle of this wreck. Might have got loose, got into the wall, might have pulled a Sam Mayer right here. I think that's the most likely option. So I'm gonna say not his fault. Or maybe his fault. I don't know. And then here, if you look at it, it looks like Herbst is trying to stay with Harvick, maybe trying to make a move. And then LaJoie just tries to squeeze where he shouldn't squeeze and gets into Herbst. I'm gonna say LaJoie's at fault for that one.
Nice 12 car.
This one isn't Herbst's fault either, because like everyone's wrecking. I think someone got into the back of Herbst before that wreck. Before he came in the frame, so I'm gonna say not Herbst's fault.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Justin Allgaier have a good start. He's on the bottom lane. I think that was part of it.
Okay, so this one.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Justin Allgaier have a good
I think Herbst didn't get into the back of Creed here.
start. He was on the bottom
or I
lane.
guess maybe Chandler Smith.
Yeah, this is the first
but
time
I don't think he did, so he gets into Nemechek and Herbst just gets collected as collateral. And it's absolutely thrown through a blender and a half.
Now they're wrecking all over at the front of the field, guys.
Not his fault. I don't think this one is his fault either, because like he's back there, and these guys are squeezed together.
I believe that's turn 11.
Because it gets turned, and Herbst has nowhere to go. Not his fault. It might have been wheel spin here. It might have been a blown tire, because you can see like right here the hood is doing things a hood should not be doing. I'm gonna say not his fault. Ooh. I think this one is his fault though, because like he's trying to race for 7th and just squeezes Allgaier, or maybe Allgaier gets into him. I think Herbst is at fault for this one. And then this
Riley
one,
Herbst coming off turn 2.
just looks like he got loose. Allmendinger had nowhere to go. I say Herbst is at fault for this one. Cause like
AJ may have been decided that he didn't.
Yeah, he got loose before Allmendinger even got to him. And then yeah, for this one, the track is blocked like right here. So like there's nowhere for him to go. So obviously this one isn't his fault. So like this one is kind of his fault because like he's racing Creed and pinches him into the wall. That is on Herbst. There's no really getting around it. And then I think the 18 gets into him. I mean, didn't have to spin him, but I'm going to say Herbst was at fault for this whole incident. And then here, I think Spotter said clear.
Kind of easily go by.
Turns out he wasn't clear and wrecked himself. Gonna say that's the spotter's fault.
Did not clear Sieg and
Not
got
the
into
driver.
the wall. Big push.
And then this one, you can see Herbst entering the frame right there. And yeah, brakes. It's a bit arrow loose, I think. Maybe help from Sieg and slams into it. I think that ended his race.
Stay against the double zero
And that's
not
not his fault, I'm gonna say. This one, ignoring all these. And just going off this one. I think that guy gets into Herbst. I don't know who that is. And yeah, I don't think we can fault for Herbst for that one. Holy moly. I never realized just how savage this crash really was.
That was a big impact.
Yeah, just squeezed him. Just squeezed them and sent both of them into the wall and just collected everyone behind them.
One more time.
And now, Kansas, like it just looks like Herbst was loose, and then it was already loose, and then Hill just finished the job.
The 98 goes around.
Predominantly Hill was at fault.
98 next to the 5 of
And
Alfredo,
then
the end of the curbing. The 98
98
next to the 5 of
into
Alfredo,
5.
the end of the curbing. The 98 hits
And
the curb.
I think Herbst just pinches Alfredo. I'm gonna say this is Herbst's fault for this one, and everyone else just piles in.
The 5 to the left.
I'm gonna say this on Herbst. And he did win this race, but he did get into a wreck. That wasn't his fault. Allgaier shoved into Creed and put Herbst into the wall. Still didn't damage the car too much. Ended up winning the race, so I'm going to say Allgaier is at fault for that one. Still deserves the championship, though.
1 to go. That's Jones.
There's no angle showing how he got involved in this wreck that is in this video. So, like, if any of you could...
Who I believe has beaten Eric Jones by inches. What the heck happened?
If any of you were there, tell me, how did he get collected in this, and I'll judge off of that, but I'm not going to judge right now.
Something happened.
This one's not his fault. They're starting to wreck up front. He just reacts. Allgaier doesn't react in time.
Line up in the wrecking.
And Herbst gets wrecked. I'm just going to say it's racing incident.
Hamlin in a
I'm also going to say this one's a racing incident, just got a wrong push from LaJoy and did an amazing save.
Hang on to it. Still great.
Yeah, and I think this one, car's wrecking and he just gets flipped trying to avoid, not his fault.
And I think that was Hocevar on the outside. Just runs out of room.
Yeah, so here at Martinsville,
what happened?
I think
3 wide.
Yeah, you see him up there on the outside.
Herbst does get a kind of squeeze into Cindric right there, but Cindric did not need to dump him.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to say Cindric's at fault for this one.
And you know how this can
This
be,
one's
Clint.
not
When
his
you're
fault.
that leader, you get raced harder than
Byron gets near Hocevar, who squeezes up into Herbst.
Oh, there it is. Hocevar is around.
I'm going to say that is
Riley Herbst involved there,
Byron's
and
fault.
we are under caution at lap 83.
Not Herbst. Then as for this one, yeah, just looking at it, looks like they were free wide, and Briscoe couldn't save it. Herbst thought maybe he could get by and got clipped. I don't think that's his fault. This one was a simple matter of Herbst couldn't brake in time and got some damage. I'm going to say that's not entirely his fault, but the track was blocked, pretty much traffic jam, and I'm going to say it's not his fault. I'm going to say this one's on the 9, because I think about it, I've gotten like an arrow loose from the 9, got him up into the wall and spun him out. I'm going to say that's on Chase Elliott, and not on Herbst.
With 34, yep. Hey, Dapper. We've mentioned plenty
okay,
about
this one,
the Daniel White with Trackhouse.
his most recent wreck as of this video. Larson gets into Bubba. Bubba gets down into them, and big wreck. Like, Herbst is this guy. Like, it looks like he's got it avoided, but just gets collected right there. And I'm going to say that one isn't his fault. And that's the most recent one of today.
I don't think Bubba...
So, that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to say subscribe to me. Like the video. Also subscribe to Cruz SMI. And all the guys who made these videos. And LNZOB. For giving me inspiration. So, that's the video, guys. Bye.